Hi everybody and welcome to Diamond Club webinar number 22. Go ahead and get started here today in May. It's good to have you all here. It's been a great month of April. You guys did really well. A lot of people did really well in reaching their goals and even going above and beyond that and getting their rank advancements and pushing it the last couple of days. So excellent work, everybody. We'll go through some information on when reimbursements should have been processed and when those will be paid out, along with some May information, along with a bunch of incentives that we're going to have this month. And then we'll go ahead and have a great guest speaker in John Croft, who's one of our leaders in Diamond Club, is going to give us some information on some success stories and his story with Diamond Club this year. So we'll go ahead and go over some reimbursement information. So the deadline for forms was the end of the day on the 2nd, so yesterday. If you haven't sent it in, please still send it in. Obviously, you want to get your reimbursement, and I want to help you get that taken care of. So send it in, your reimbursement form, your event tracking sheet, and all receipts that correspond with that. I'll go ahead and be looking at those over the next couple of days, approving them, calling, and verifying some information if I need to on yours. I will be sending an email at least telling you to thank you for sending it to let you know that I've received your reimbursement. So if you've sent it to me and you haven't received one of those emails in the next couple of days, let me know. I should be sending that out today at the latest tomorrow to let you know that I've at least received your reimbursements and the information with those. And I'll be contacting you if I have any questions or want to verify anything that you've sent in on those. So everything should be paid out by the 16th, so you can have that ready on your calendar. Just want to verify and let you guys know about the May information again. So more incentives will be coming. I'm going to explain some today as well. The Diamond Club products is the past tense for the 100 PV enrollment orders, and you'll receive the past tense and deep blue oil or ice blue for the 400 PV orders. That's all OTG local. Any NFR or New Zealand orders, the 100 PV product is going to be Purify, and the 400 PV product will be Purify along with the deep blue oil. So keep that in mind while you're going throughout your events and letting them know about these Diamond Club incentives, because if they do place an NFR, or if you're a New Zealand participant or you're signing someone up from New Zealand, the incentive will be slightly different for them. So keep that in mind. Make note of that for your events and talking and enrolling people. So we're going to do another Start Strong incentive. I know a lot of people did really well this last month in April with the Start Strong incentive, and it really helped get a strong start of the month and allow people to reach their goals by the end of the month as well, and even supersede those goals that you have all created. So want to go ahead and get you another opportunity to get some free oils out of your efforts and work and determination. So this month, anyone who gets the 12 enrollments by the 15th of the month will receive 2 touch oils, doTERRA touch oils. It's going to be the lavender and the peppermint for anyone that gets 12 enrollments by the 15th of the month here in May. And the second tier is going to be our 18 enrollments. By the 15th of the month, we'll receive a Motivate oil from our emotional aromatherapy range, along with the new OTG oil Douglas Fir. So those will be the 2 oils that you'll receive if you reach the 18 enrollments by the 15th of the month this month in May. So some great incentives for you to get those enrollments early in this month and work hard with your team to reach those. You can use them as incentives in your team later to get even more enrollments this month. Remember, it's the last month, so we want to set some higher goals, work a little extra hard to finish really strong. So going into that, we're going to have a Finish Strong incentive with Diamond Club. Similar to last year, our Finish Strong incentive, the purpose is to make May your best month yet. Obviously, from what you've learned and how you've worked with your team, it's most likely going to be that way anyway because of what you've learned and how you know how to work with your teams and build and move forward. Obviously, every month is different, every day is different, and week is going to be different just depending on what's going on in everyone's lives. But to help you reach your goals and to supersede what you've already done so far in Diamond Club with your excellent work and working with your teams, we're going to go ahead and have another incentive. So the goal is to beat your best month of enrollments by at least 5 enrollments. For example, if your previous high in a month was 20 Diamond Club enrollments, your new goal would now be 25 enrollments. So just 5 more than what you've had in the past. And if your previous high was 50 enrollments, then your new goal would be 55. So set new goals, higher goals than what you've had previously. Here's a couple more examples on what's going to happen here. So if you beat your best month by at least 5 points, so if you do reach that new goal of at least 5 more than what you've ever previously had during Diamond Club, for example, if your previous best was 25 and then you get 29 in May, you're not going to receive any product points. So if you beat your goal by 5 enrollments, you're going to get that many product points multiplied by 5. So if your previous best was 25 and you get 30 May enrollments, 30 times 5 is 150. That's how many product credits or points you're going to receive on your account. So this is going to be the regular product credits that you earn like through the loyalty rewards program. We're going to be adding those to your account so that you can get free product as well. Or you can use that to get free product and give it to your team that helps you enroll as incentives, whatever you guys want to do for them. So another example is if your previous best was 25, we're just using that as a base example, and you get 60 enrollments this month in May, you'll get 300 product credits because 60 times 5 is 300. So if you have any questions or concerns about this, please let me know on Facebook or shoot me an email. It's quite simple. Look at your best so far, February, March, or April. Add 5 enrollments to that. If you reach that goal, or above it, obviously, we'll multiply your total enrollments by 5 for this month, and that's how many product credits you will earn. I want to go ahead and recognize our current leaders, the top 20 in points for Diamond Club right now. We have John Croft at 709, and from there it goes Michelle Gay, Kisane Appleby, Leon and Peter Guerin, Tanya Zaida, Penny Hardy, Renee and Byron Twilley, Polly Delaney, Rosemary and Gavin Nerney, Aaron Blott, Margarita Humphreys, Penny Huxtable, Kirsten Thrush, Michelle and Godfrey Tyndall, Nicholas Fairbairn, Jenny Park, Kira Fisher, Julian Gottschling, Pip Hughes, Helen O'Grady. Congratulations, guys. You're doing great. Keep up the great work. Feel free to share your successes on Facebook and via email with your teams and all the other participants. We want to hear your successes. A lot of you have already done that through your rank advancements. Congratulations. We'll be recognizing those a little bit later, either this week or next week, as we verify the information and get that out to you guys. So congratulations. If you've rank advanced, we'll be recognizing you shortly. Keep up the great work. You who have not quite reached that rank that you want to, remember that is one of our goals as well for May, is to reach another rank that you haven't quite reached yet, or solidify a rank that you haven't reached in quite some time. So keep those goals in mind. We're going to go ahead and now hear from our current Diamond Club point leader, John Croft, who is a gold, and we'll go ahead and hear from him and some success stories that he has and some other useful information as well that he would like to share for us. We'll go ahead and try and bring him in. John, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. we'll go
Awesome,
ahead and just
fantastic.
give you the time right now. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me. It's a real honour to be speaking. And from just looking at figures, I entered in 113 people through the portal. So I've got a little bit of work to do to get some free points this month. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I've been asked to share some success stories about things I've seen and encountered during travelling around and hosting events during Diamond Club. So I've written down a whole bunch of stuff, not only my own success stories, but also other people's success stories. So from hosting, planning, participating and travelling to like so many events over the last few months, what I've seen are the following. Watching people feel more empowered to talk freely at events, which is really exciting, about what has worked for them, like protocols and regimes and tips, and then watch them transform while they tell other people their stories is such a great thing, especially for people who say, oh, I can never talk in front of people, or I can't speak in front of a group, and they actually end up doing it, which is so terrific to watch that growth. And then watching and witnessing people replicate also how things you have shared and passed on that have been successful in implementing for enrolments, having then the confidence to marry everything together in a presentation. So we realise it does take as long as it takes, and it can be a tricky thing to piece together everything in a genuine and a non-pushy way. It actually does take a lot of practice. So I suggest to people to just practice speaking in front of a mirror, or to speak to themselves, or get friends or some family members to help, as they're not going to judge you, you know, if you say some stuff to kind of get your elevator speech, so to speak, working for you. Also, watching and experiencing my team wishing to learn more about how to, what to, when to, all about sharing business, the ins and outs. As this journey deepens, I personally feel that from doing doTERRA now for a few years, I'm actually changing to a leader role, and I love sharing those success tips, and I want all those people to have that same success as what I'm currently having as well. Another thing I've seen is trying to, and I say this trying to because I get very excited about frankincense and other oils, holding back a little bit and not discussing so much at events and letting my team and team members speak about their passions. That's what makes it a replicable session. You know, watching people bringing more confidence to presentations and having an ability to do it after I've gone. So, you know, it's all well and good to talk and do it all for them, but it's best to sort of do that a little bit less and less and less the more you see them, so they can do it for themselves, which is a really good thing, and I've seen that happen so many times. And what's really exciting me lately is watching other people's trees grow. It's like little firework moments. There's advocates just going bam, 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 going, oh, I can do this, I can do this, I've done this, and then they're actually doing it, so that's really cool. Especially this last month, seeing the team's hard work and all the hard planning events going into the sharing and inspiring with the beautiful Jasmine and the Rose promotion. And even more motivation now that it's continuing to the 15th. So this next month's events are just crazy. We've just got so many booked and so many people have put their hand up to facilitate. So that's really exciting. Great promotion. Thanks, doTERRA. Love you. Developing a deeper relationship with leaders who have really wanted to take this off for them, and I guess offering myself for advice and co-facilitation of classes, back office education, business training, mentoring, recipes, scripts, and just being there for support, you know, anything. I'm there for anything. A couple of my successes, this was good to get out, because, you know, I've seen a lot of personal successes with the team, but thinking about what it meant for me personally and how it's worked and how it's going to continue to work for this last month is planning stuff. You've got to plan weekly things, monthly things, events, sessions, but a lot of the time one-on-one workshops, little small sessions, happen on the fly a lot. And in my opinion, I think they can be the most naturally successful ones because they're in the moment created. But I think planning is essential. Just get as many as you can planned for definites. See, this month I actually welcomed in 156 new team members, which is just insane, across the entire branches in all the teams. So it's just on fire. It's just so exciting. It's so good. And with a little thing for hosting regular events, keep it unique, keep it regular, so people know who you are, what you do. Association is a big thing. Don't give up. Even if you have one person or no one showing up, yes, it's happened. I've been to events and no one's been there, but you've just got to go, oh well, shake it off. I won't give up, and plan a few more. Just get back on that horse. With our weekly chocolate meditation and doTERRA blending classes that we've been running for the last 1.5 years, I really feel the reason why they're so successful is that they're being held regularly. I think showing up and being a regular thing will prompt people to remember you and what you do. And in my terms, that equals branding. Just keep it up. Just don't stop it. Just make it regular. People associate with you, with what you do, and that's the key to success in my mind. Another really big, important success tip, I should have put this at number 1, is to look after and honour thyself. I'm a big fan of juicing, green micronutrients, coconut water. I think I've bought out all of Woolworth's coconut water stocks, spirulina, my beloved oils, past tense, balance. I use them daily. Frankincense under my tongue. Lifelong vitality. Oh my gosh, I would not do this without lifelong vitality. But importantly as well, rest, reading, walking, exercising, regular body work. I go to neurological chiro about once every 2 weeks just to keep that up. Magnesium baths, foot spas, meditation, you know, the usual. Whatever works for you, just give back to yourself, because you cannot give from an empty cup. And there have been times where I felt really exhausted and really, really tired, but I remember and go, no, these are the things that will get me back on track. So I just make that part of my daily, weekly, bi-weekly plan, and I just don't forget, because I'm very important, and you've got to look after yourself. Another huge one for me is communication. It's always key with the person you're going over there to support. So planning at least a few different events while you're over, whether it's over in Melbourne or Sydney or even local, planning, communicating, plan and communicating. Also share and chat to people while you're there, as you never know who you're going to meet in the street, shopping centres, sitting next to people on a train or a plane, wherever. Hosting once a month definite intro classes for people to bring other people along. I'm very, very fortunate to have a huge open plan home which fits about 50 or more people. So events around my place are usually very regular and very big. So it gives our team a chance to say, right, I'm bringing 4 people over. Great, Diamond Club event, I've got lots of freebies, come along, you know, it's the Rose and the Jasmine month, bring people along. So I'm very fortunate in that we host so many events from our place. But if you don't have access to that at your own home, I suggest having access to someone else's place or hiring a venue, just somewhere that, again, it's that association. So bring people to you instead of running around like a lunatic. Also hosting once a month definite business trainings. That's something that we've committed to do. Empowering leaders, bringing new members, and also existing members to learn more about the back office. And just, you know, I'm always learning. I'm still learning about this whole business, and I've been in it for nearly 2 years. And also hosting once a month defined workshops that are different to like intro stuff, like bring along your 10 oils and we'll have like a blending class, or we'll do a food class or a make and a take class or a cleaning class, how to use your kits, blah, blah, blah. Go with the flow. And be kind to yourself. Take the good with the bad or the not so good. Don't spiral if something doesn't go as planned. Just try to breathe through it. And for those of you who are into this kind of stuff, we're into a pretty full-on retrograde at the moment, which means that Mercury, my ruling planet, being a little Gemini fella, it means that communication can sometimes get lost and things get awry, but don't buy into the drama of it. Just breathe through it and just go, it's okay, I'm not going to get into the drama. A really powerful oil that we've got access to is juniper berry. It helps with overwhelm, it helps with fears, it helps with just that, oh my God, I can't do this moment. So get a bit of juniper berry and rub it on your top lip and take a few deep breaths, and you just know it's all going to be okay. So we're almost at the end. I know that end of months are really crazy, and this is like the end of it. I've discovered that it's just been the biggest, hugest growth for my team. It's been a huge growing experience for me personally, and it's fun if you make it fun. So keep on going. It's only 1 more month, or it's only 27 more days. Keep the faith, remember to breathe, look after yourself, and yeah, look after your team, and just sit back and look at it as being an amazing growth opportunity. So thank you so much for allowing me to have a talk and sharing my insights.
Excellent. Thank you so much, John, for sharing that information with everybody. That's going to be very helpful. I'm sure it's taking care of oneself, not only in this last
Yeah,
month of Diamond Club, but just after everything's over in June, watching
yeah,
everyone kind of relax at least a little bit as they plan and move forward. So thank you so much for all your information on success and how to keep moving forward with your team. Thank you so much.
totally. You're welcome. Thank you.
No worries. All right. Well, there's some great information. I'll be sending notes from that out later this week. Um, again, I'll be going over sending emails about reimbursements and verifying that with at least a thank you email to let you know that I've received it over the next couple of days. Hopefully those get done today so you know I at least received it, and then somewhere around the 15th, 16th, we'll be getting those reimbursements out to you. So take this information in. I'll be putting this webinar up later today, and we should be sending out that email either later today or tomorrow, so you can have the link again. Rewatch it. John has a lot of good information and insight for us on success and being successful and also taking care of yourself. That's a really big part about being successful. I really love what he said about you cannot give from an empty cup. So not just health-wise and being there physically, but your knowledge, what you know, and how you can help others with their growth and learning and growing and becoming leaders as well. So there's my contact information, my email, our website. I know we've been having a few website issues, so if you do find website issues, feel free to enroll them regularly. If the website isn't working or you're getting an error, go through your regular virtual office, enroll them, send me an email with the Wellness Advocate ID number. I know this happens as we get more and more enrollments coming through. Sometimes the site can't handle it or IT is trying to update it so that it can handle it, and it doesn't allow you to access that because of that. So I am sorry about that. Please be patient. You guys are amazing. Keep up the great work. We'll see what you guys can do this week and this last month of May. So look forward to seeing you guys reach those start strong and finish strong incentives and getting those points in free products. So keep up the great work and we'll see what you guys can do. Let's see you guys on this webinar next week.